counting on alum John David Duggar and his wife, Abbie Duggar, are expecting their third baby. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. We've been keeping a little secret. Face with hand over mouth hugging face. John David, 35, and Abbie, 33, captioned a joint Instagram post on Wednesday, September 3rd. Baby number 3 arriving early 2026. In a series of maternity photos, the couple posed with numeric balloons and their eldest 2 children. Daughter Grace, 5, wore a pink dress that matched one balloon, while her brother, Charlie, 3, held up a blue 2 balloon to coordinate with his button down. John David and Abbie, meanwhile, held up an ivory 3 balloon and a trio of ultrasound photos while cradling off her baby bump. John David is one of the 19 children of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, and his famous siblings were excited to shower the expectant parents with love following their announcement. Congrats! So excited for you all. John David's twin sister, Jana Duggar, wrote via her Instagram stories on Wednesday. Jana, 35, is also currently pregnant, expecting her first baby with husband Stephen Wisman. John David started courting Abbie in June 2018, and they got married in November of that year. They later welcomed their first child, Grace, in January 2020. They continued. It's also been so nice to have good advice and help from our families. We are grateful for all the support they've shown us in this new and wonderful phase of our life. 2 years later, Abbie gave birth to son Charlie. We are now a family of 4, she and John David wrote via Instagram in October 2022. We welcomed little Charlie into the world last month and have been soaking up newborn snuggles ever since. We are so thankful to God for this precious gift. Since welcoming Grace and Charlie, John David and Abbie have shared plenty of family memories via social media. Happy Mother's Day. Blossom House was my favorite thing to play as a child. My sister and I would find all the baby dolls and pretend that we had lots of children, Abbie wrote via Instagram in May. I would carry around diaper bags and change their clothes, make mud pies outside, and ride around in our covered wagon, aka our big van. Sometimes I pause and remember that I am living my childhood dream now that I'm all grown up and have 2 babies of my own. Jessa Duggar's fans can't get enough of baby Edward in first photos since his arrival. Jessa Duggar shared the first photos of her 6th baby, Edward, since announcing his birth. And it's safe to say that counting on fans think he lives up to his playful nickname. On Saturday, September 6th, the former TLC star, 32, took to Instagram with a carousel of photos featuring her youngest child, whom she and her husband, Ben Seawald, welcomed in July. 15 lbs of cuteness. Smiling face with hearts, Duggar captioned her update. We may or may not address this little guy as your royal fatness. Smirking face. The doting mom added, can't believe it's been nearly a month and a half since Edward joined our family. He is the happiest, smilliest baby, and we can hardly remember what life was like before he was around. White heart. For the featured image, Duggar wore an orange and black striped shirt as she sat on a couch while holding her not-so-tiny newborn son. The baby boy wore a black, long-sleeved bodysuit with his adorably chubby cheeks practically resting on his shoulders. Other shots showed Duggar with her infant as he wore a green bodysuit and was swaddled in a blanket. In addition to Edward, Jessa and Ben have 5 other children. They have 3 sons, Spurgeon, 9, Henry, 8, and George, who turns 2 in December, and 2 daughters, Ivy, 6, and Fern, for as someone else wrote, he is really healthy. Blue heart. A different follower pointed out, I love chunky monkey babies. So cute. Meanwhile, yet another fan commented, so adorable. Nothing better than a squishy, fluffy baby. Others could believe how much Edward looked like one of his older siblings, with one Instagram user writing, he bears a striking resemblance to his older brother Henry, smiling face with heart eyes, red heart. Henry's twin, a second echoed. As a different follower admitted, I thought you posted an old picture of Henry at first. On August 12th, Duggar announced the birth of baby Edward via Instagram. Edward Owen Seawald, 10 pounds, 21 inches. July 26th, 25, she captioned a photo of the snoozing newborn swaddled in a brown blanket. We are so in love with this little guy. White heart. As of writing, 2 of Jess's 18 siblings are expecting. Her sister, Jana Duggar, is pregnant with her first baby with her husband, Stephen Wisman, and Jana's twin brother, John David Duggar, is expecting his third baby with his wife, Abbie Duggar. 4 sisters, 1 haul. What's your favorite outfit? Joanna, 27, captioned the update. Everything linked on my Amazon storefront. Missing my other lil sis Jenny, smiling face with hearts. In the clip, Joanna started by swaying her arms to the music, Earth, Wind and Fire's September, while modeling a denim, long-sleeve dress with black knee-high boots. She spun around before stepping out of the frame to reveal Johanna in a black and white checkered maxi dress. After Johanna struck a pose, Jordan was right behind her in a brown puffed-sleeved dress that hid at the knees. Jordan danced and twirled before flashing a peace sign and revealing their little sister, Josie. Josie rocked a dress similar to Jordan's, but in a lilac color. The youngest of Michelle and Jim Bob Duggar's 19 kids posed with her hands in the dress pockets and then did a little leg pop while showing off her new look. At the end, all 4 siblings returned to the frame to pose and dance. Nothing better than a clothing haul with my 3 little sisters. Joanna wrote in overlain text on the video. Fans react to the rare Duggar sister social media sighting. In the comments, Joanna's followers couldn't help but notice Michelle and Jim Bob's evolving modesty standards when it comes to their youngest children. One Instagram follower pointed out, looks like Jim Bob and Michelle have really lightened up on their coverall dress expectations. LOL. I love this. So cute. Someone else agreed, writing, a whole lot different from the prairie dresses, LOL. Another fan chimed in, happens in all families. Most of the younger ones always get the relaxed upbringing as parents get older faced with tears of joy. Other Instagram users were surprised to see Duggar family members dancing, as it was forbidden when the kids were younger. One rejoiced, yes, and they are almost dancing. Red heart, raising hands. A different follower shared, the dancing. That's my favorite thing, smiling face with hearts. Someone else wrote, it's crazy to think that growing up none of these girls, at least the older ones or any of the kids, were allowed to listen to music like what's playing here, raising hands, red heart. Meanwhile, others were in disbelief over how much the younger Duggar daughters had grown up. One Instagram user declared, they are all grown up, red heart, smiling face with heart eyes, red heart, smiling face with heart eyes. A different follower echoed, when did Josie become so grown up? And her hair is darker. Smiling face with smiling eyes, red heart. Another fan pointed out, I remember the days when Joy was the little sister, smiling face with heart eyes. Now, the little ones are so tiny anymore.